Sorry folks, my game crashed. The PS5 decided to crash down. The PS5 decided that it was too much of a sad story for the little girl, so it decided to crash. Anyway. This is the part 2 of part 1. This is still continuation of playthrough part 1, but this is immediately after I got my PS5 back up. Yeah, so my PS5 decided to crash the game because the story of a little girl was too sad for it to hear, so it decided to crash. Apologies for that. Yeah, we are back online. My PS5 decided to crash. It was too much of a sad story of a little girl, so my PS5 couldn't handle it. Right, so we have returned the brooch to the girl, found the girl dead, and now we're gonna rescue that old lady who asked us some time ago that do we know any safe places. Now that we know, we can go and get that lady to safety. So let's go and save that old woman, even though she was kind of mean to us, but I figured we might as well save her. Hey, welcome back. Yeah, again, my PS5 decided to crash. But should be okay now, hopefully. So this is the old woman that we spoke earlier, and we told her that we don't know any safe places. So now we know safe place, and now we can rescue her. Sort of.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you once had got off your arse, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear? So what'll it be? Are you going to tell me you're not?
So now we can tell her about the Odin Chapel.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
And now the old woman is going to go to the Odin Chapel. We can use our hunter's mark, bolt hunter's mark that we got, to get to go faster to the lamp, so we don't have to backtrack all the way. How to explain this? It is safe for now. There is a moment in the game that, depending on who you bring to the chapel, it can be either safe or it can be devastating for them. But the tone of the game is not happy, so what little safe places they have, better give it to them. So this is the place where we defeated the Gascoigne, where we found the girl's mother, and this is where PS5 decided that the story was too sad and decided to crash. So this is the continuation of that previous episode. Yeah. Again, sorry for that. My PS5 decided to crash and had to get it back up and running. So we are back at the Odin's Chapel. By speaking to this fella, he told us that we should bring folks here, and so we did. We did tell a woman, the old lady, that this is the safe place, and she has arrived here now. So this is the old woman we just rescued.
Oh no, I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This whole mess that Yarnum's in is all your fault. You put it to the outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
Yeah, she's kind of a mean lady. So from here we can progress the story by going to the right, but there's an area here that we should explore. There's an area over there we can go. There's an area over there we can go. Oh, and by the way, if you have enough insight, there's a huge beast called Amygdala here, sitting in front of the chapel here. I think you need 15 or 20 insights. The insights are on the top right corner, the small eye icon that we have currently 9. If we have 15 or 20, we can see the amygdala just hanging to the building, like she's clinging like a big spider. Also, the more remember that I told that the more insight you have, the more things you see. Well, these guys have a lantern with nothing on them currently. They are just pure lanterns, as you can see. Remember these lanterns later. There's lots of things changing when you get more insight. For now, we're just gonna currently progress on with our story, just kill some beasts, collect items. There's a shield even in this game, a wooden shield. Not that it helps much, but it's good to have. That gate is locked from the other side. We're gonna be opening them later. Hello, you old mean lady who I just saved. There we go. No surprises. Thank you. I had one enough already for today. PS5 crashing. More healing items. There's an item here that you can get, but if you get that item, you will be greeted by a black, I don't know, magic thingy. That is the arm of Amygdala. We can't see it now, but that is the arm of Amygdala. There's a huge gorilla dude here. Hello. There are lots of these guys. Yes, I know. A huge axe. I have a small axe. Yes, I know. A huge roar. See? Size isn't everything. It's not the size, it's how you use it. Ha ha. Moving on. There are two boulder dudes here, one over there and one over there. We want to take down this one. Or at least I would take him down first. We have the pebbles. We can throw pebbles at them to attract one enemy at a time. Come here, you. Throwing rocks at him. I'm gonna complete the game by throwing rocks. Not really. There we go, riposte and counter attack. Now for the second one. More healing items. There's gonna be a huge dude with the boulder over there later. More crows. Counter attack with the riposte. Get rid of the crow. The good thing about these games are, like the Souls games in general, that some say that you need to grind more souls in order to level up more, so the gameplay will be easier. But like if you have played few times of these games, you don't really need to grind that much. You can if you want, but of course there are people who do no level up, level 1 soul runs and stuff like that. So as long as you know what you're doing, you can complete these games completely without leveling up. So here's another huge guy with a huge ball. Just stay either aside or behind him. As with many big enemies like this, either stay on the side or behind. Those are two safe places to be, even with the bosses. And they are easily disposed of. In the next room there's really nothing, like literally nothing, just a few urns and a chest. But we want to get this chest. If you haven't got at this point the first blood gem, this is where you get your first blood gem. Tempering blood gemstone, and these are used for upgrading your weapons. Think of them as a upgrade slots, like additional upgrades to your weapon. You have weapon slots where you can insert a piece of equipment, and different weapons can take different pieces of blood gems. There are many different kinds of, and different rarity as well. You get plenty of these during the game. Enemies as well can drop them. So moving on down here, we're gonna go inside this cathedral and going into the basement. Our next destination will be Old Yarnum. Let's get rid of these dudes. Try not to get hit too much, especially with the dog, because the dogs and the crows can be really annoying because of their attacks. Just try not to get overwhelmed, and you will be fine. If you can, try take every enemy like 2 at maximum. If you can't handle a huge crowd, you can take 1 or 2 at maximum at a time. There's going to be 1 with the rifle, and there's going to be 2 dogs launching at us. 1 and 2. Be careful not to get hit by the bullet. Bark, bark, bark. Heal up. Do a matrix dodge here, like so. Another matrix dodge. Open the door. There's gonna be 1 NPC here. Go ahead and talk to him if you want. If you don't, it's totally optional, but he's gonna tell you about Bergenworth.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it.
He's a friendly NPC, so don't need to worry about him.
Beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of
And there's a side quest tied to Alfred.
So, what say you?
And if you haven't played BloodBorne, but Alfred carries a wheel, so he uses a wheel as a weapon. So he's gonna ask you, do you want to cooperate? Yes, please.
Oh, very good.
He's gonna give you some fire paper.
Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
And an emote or gesture. You can ask him a few questions if you want about Church or Bergenworth. He will tell you.
The fountainhead of Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and
Bergenworth was the academy, like in the lore of BloodBorne. Bergenworth was the academy where Master William resigned, and there was a split in church, the good church and the bad church. The good was dressed in white, the bad was dressed in black, and Master William, who was in the center of all, believed that the more insight you have, the more things you see. Again, tied to the lore of BloodBorne, we are collecting more insights. So they are called Madman's Knowledge. Again, the skull of Madman touched by the wisdom of the Great Ones, used to gain insight. Again, the more insight you have, the more things you see. Moving on to the basement, there's gonna be 1 beast here. He is a little easier to deal with compared to the previous 2. Just run around him and try to strike him from behind with a power attack, and then do a visceral attack, and he's dealt with. If you have got, like we did previously, one of the enemies dropped antidote, this is where you want to equip it into your quick items. Because the enemies here can do poison attacks. You're gonna get antidote from here by dropping down and going up the stairs. This is where you first get your first antidote set officially. You might also want to equip your torch in the second hand and in the second slot of your ranged weapons, equip the torch, and you can equip it with the left directional button, switch between pistol and the torch. The torch will give you a small advantage here in the old Yharnam. Why? Because the enemies, especially the beast-type enemies, are afraid of fire. So you can use this torch to drive them back a little. They will attack you if they are in the middle of attack. If they are in the middle of attacking you, they won't react to the torch. But if they are not, they will back off. If they are docile towards you and you pull out the torch, they will back up a little, giving you a little more breathing room. So we got a few blood gems. We can now put them into the weapon that we have upgraded. So we have one slot. If you look at the middle, there's 3 slots. There's one shaped like a there's 2 shaped like a sun or star, and the third one is shaped like a moon or something like that. And depending on the blood gems you get, you can insert them in here, and they will give you passive buffs. So this one gives you a physical attack up +1, and it will continuously regenerate your HP +1. So we can insert that here. So this will give us HP regeneration. Repairing weapon. Can we upgrade? Yes, we can. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Always try to upgrade your weapons. I would say upgrading your weapon is even better than gaining levels. Your levels do matter, but upgrading the weapon is when you do most of your damage, I would say. We have enough echoes. We can again upgrade from the door. Let's see what we need. A little bit of skill, more stamina, and more HP. I try to distribute them evenly for most of the time. But if you want to put everything in HP or stamina, you can do that. It's totally up to you. And we're gonna go back to Old Yharnam. So once in Old Yharnam, just go through this door. If you want, there's a side quest tied to this place. There's going to be a hunter who warns you that do not kill anyone. And if you do that, if you run through this place without killing anyone except the boss, you can get an item from him. But that's totally optional. So there's going to be a warning that hunter's not wanted here. Be warned. And if you kill anyone, he will kill you. But it's fine. There's gonna be a small creature here running. Where is it? This one. These creatures are equivalent of a crystal lizards in Dark Souls. So they will run away and they will disappear if you don't kill them. They will give you an upgrade items. So they are equivalent of a crystal lizards. Drop down from here. Then from here and upward, and you are on the balcony. Take care of these 2 enemies. Nothing special here. There's an item, Hunter's Torch, and these enemies will do poison. So if that meter over my head fills, this hunter will get poisoned, and you can use an antidote to get rid of the poison. From here, you can drop down on this small ledge here, if you want. If you can see it, just walk ahead. There's a small ledge here, then drop down. this is another shortcut, but this one is locked from this side. So we're gonna come back here, but we have to make a detour. Climb the ladder back up for the starting place where you were. Nothing special, just up, 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 pick up the item, and drop down. So this is the place where we started, where that creature was. We dropped down there, and we climbed back up. We came from there, and now we're gonna continue through the bridge. There's an enemy on that bridge.
Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once. Old Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts. They are of no harm. Turn back, for the hunter will face the hunt.
So that was Jura, and he is the, so to speak, keeper of this place. So he protects these beasts. If you, like I said, if you run through this place without killing anyone, he will reward you with an item. But it's really not worth of doing it, because you can still get that item. So it's really up to you. Do you want to run through this place without killing the beasts and get the item, or do you want to get the item later? But we're just gonna go normally and just kill everything we see, what we can kill. There's an item here, more healing items. There's a beast on this bridge. We can equip our hunter's torch, like this, and the beasts in Old Yarnum will back up when they see the fire, like this. They will attack you, but they will also back up. As long as you keep the torch up, they will back up, giving you more breathing room. And only these beasts will back up. Not the hooded ones, but only these. So the previous enemies that we saw, the ones that had hoods on them, they will attack. They don't care about the fire. They will attack. But these ones will back off a little bit, because they are afraid of fire. So there's a one enemy like that over here. So for example, this one, he doesn't care about your fire. He just attacks you, and these ones can poison you as well. The Jura, once we get past that bridge, he will start shooting us from that clock tower over there. If you can see, there's a small ledge on that. There's a ring, and then there's a small ledge. That's where Jura resides. He will shoot at you. There's an item over here. More upgrade items. So we're going to be making our way down there and inside that building. There's going to be a few more enemies. Nothing to worry about. There's going to be a small crowd. So that was the last warning he gave us. From this point on, he will shoot at us. So once we go down, he starts hammering away with his Gatling gun from there. So you need to be careful not to get hit. And no matter what you do, he will pursue you from that tower. So you can just avoid him by going inside and behind cover. So now we are poisoned. Good thing we have the antidote. We can use that and get rid of the poison. The poison, even though it's slow, it will affect you slowly, but it can be really treacherous if you don't keep an eye on it. For example, if you are in the middle of a fight and you get poisoned and you still keep on attacking, you can totally miss that you are poisoned and die from a poison for not keeping an eye on it. I'm not gonna grab that item, not worth. Run over the bridge, watch out for fire. There's a few crows here, just get rid of them. Yeah, there's two enemies behind this corner. You and you. There's gonna be one enemy coming from that door, a big fella with a hood. And these two, they don't care about fire, so don't bother equipping your torch. They don't care. There's an item inside here. This blood-tinged gemstone is a special one. This one can be equipped on your upgraded hunter pistol or ranged weapon. So this one does not go into a melee weapon, but instead it goes into ranged weapons. I'm gonna provoke these enemies here and be mindful of Jura's firing. He can reach you from that tower on this courtyard, but I'm gonna bring these enemies inside here, so I'm not gonna be in a line of fire when he is out there. This is a little bit slower method, but again, if you want to be more safely, like not to be in that much of a danger, you can just run back inside here and take care of those guys. Just be mindful that the Jura will reach his fire here from there. So far, nobody has said any word about anything, so let me know what your thoughts are, what you guys thinking. I want to hear and see your thoughts as well. I don't know even if I'm doing a good job here, or is this is a horrible playthrough. There's an enemy here. If you go up. Where are you? There you are. Come here. No, don't shoot, come here. Anyway, that is one of the old hunters who have gone mad from this bee scourge, and they are same hunters as we are, but the difference is that they are mad. They have gone mad from this plague that has been raging on, and they are trying to kill everybody. They are also part of the DLC called the Old Hunters or the BloodBorne, which is actually considered one of the best DLCs made. Oh yeah, and Jura can also reach you from here, so be very careful. Yeah, and the Old Hunters, they hit very hard. They use the same tools as you. They have ranged weapons, the trick weapon, and they can even heal themselves. These are not players. These are just common enemies, but they are hunters. So. Yeah, this is really like one-on-one fight. There's really not much you can do about this. You don't have to defeat him if you don't want to, but I highly recommend taking him down because he's guarding a entrance to a place where you can get another weapon. And he's down. Bye bye, crazy dude. Bone marrow ash. This is a useful items for ranged weapons. So by equipping bone marrow ash, you can power up your first shot of the ranged weapon. So equipping it in the quick equipment slot, bone marrow ash, as it says additional medium that strengthens quicksilver bullets. So by pressing a square button when you have selected it, your weapon starts to glow, your ranged weapon. And it means that the first shot that you do with the weapon will be powered up. Not the next one, but the first and only one. So the next shot after this will be a regular one, but the first shot will be powered because of the bone marrow ash. And if you want to power the next one, you have to insert one again. So we're going to be climbing this tower, and we're going to be taking down Jura by shooting him down. So we have to be really quick about it, otherwise he can get the better of us. So lock onto him immediately and start shooting. You can push him down like so. He will die. Bye bye, Jura. This will give us a few bloodstones, like so, and we got rid of Jura. We missed on his side quest, but instead what we get is we're gonna get a hunter's badge. So we're gonna be quitting the game, exit game, and we're gonna be loading back in immediately. And there's gonna be an item next to that weapon. And as you can see, there's an item here. So just go ahead and pick that up. Powder Keg Hunter badge. And as I told before, the badges give you new weapons. So we got another badge, meaning we have another weapon collection available for us to buy if we want. Also, we have a new armor set available. We can drop down here, or we can go back up, down the ladder. Really doesn't matter. We're gonna dropping down here. There's gonna be one enemy. Just go defeat him. Nothing special. There's gonna be a ledge here. You can walk this ledge. There's an item there. If I remember correctly, that's Madman's Knowledge. If you want, you can get it by walking on the catwalk here, but I'm not gonna bother, but you can if you want. You can drop down this whole big system down here. There's a huge lantern thingy, as you can see. This will drop down and set ablaze that whole floor down there. So we're gonna be cutting it down. And now the whole place is ablaze. A few enemies that were down there are gonna be dead. Dropping down. And proceeding onward. This is antidote, and we are running low on our blood vials. We're gonna be needing more healing items soon, at least before the next boss fight. Do you give anything? Nope. There's gonna be more enemies down here. Those who survived from the flames. Most of them have food, so they can poison you. Taking care of those. There's an item here behind the corner. More Madman's knowledge. You go ahead and spend everything. Gives us 12 in total. We're going to be using this that we have now, 12 knowledges. We're going to be using them to buy items. The items that are going to help us for the next boss. Ritual Blood. Ritual Blood is used for Chalice dungeons. So BloodBorne has a mechanic that is called Chalice Dungeons, and it's basically a procedural dungeons where you go deeper and deeper, facing more harder and harder enemies. It's more like it's like a additional content if you want to farm for more better blood gems or stuff like that. But other than that, you can completely go through the game without going there even once. So that's an additional, more additional stuff for you to do if you want, but it's not necessary. This will open us a shortcut that we just passed. So once we go out, this is where the old hunter was. That's where we came from. That's where we climbed up for Jura. That's where we have gone in, but we just decided to drop down from there. That's the exit. So this is our next shortcut if and when we happen to die in this area. Proceed to the left, go straight. There's going to be more of these crystal lizard type thingies. One is going to be at the end, at the left side of this place, over there. Behind, over there. Come back here. Missed him. If you miss him like this, you can just go and respawn at the lantern and run back here. He will be respawned. As long as you don't kill him, they will respawn. Going back here, there's going to be a few more of those werewolf type of beasts, like that one. Virgin cocktail. There's an item here, if you go down here, and this is a locked door. You can, it's locked from the other side. You can't get in from here, but there's an area behind this door that is way above our level. Like that's the, I don't know, like over halfway of the game. Get rid of those two. Moving on. This was designed to be a jump scare. There's gonna be a werewolf jumping out of those doors. If you go, like, when you go proceed onward, there's gonna be a werewolf. Come on. Thank you. So that was something of a jump scare, or at least designed to be. There was also designed to be an ambush. Once you go here, and behind that corner over there, if you turn right, there's going to be an enemy dropping on you. But you can avoid, now that you know this, you can avoid this. So if you go there and pick that item, there's going to be an enemy here. This is like designed to be a ambush. But if you look up, oh hello, what you doing there? Get down. you can avoid this by just shooting him down from there, thus preventing the ambush. We're gonna be going inside this building. There's gonna be a few enemies here, nothing too difficult. Just pick up every item of this small base here. There's gonna be a next enemy here on the right side when you go in. Item. This will open the shortcut from the roofs that we drop down at the beginning. This is that shortcut. So we drop down from there on the ledge. We drop down here. This was locked, and we go there to go up. So this is that shortcut. There's a fire paper item here. Pick that up, and now you can basically continue onward, or you can go back to the lantern. I'm gonna go back to the lantern because I need more healing items, and we are also gonna be buying a new equipment for us. Back to the hunter's dream. What I like to do is usually just first repair your weapon and upgrade. Repair and upgrade your weapons, and after that level up. Do I have anything new? No. We can use that insight that we have, 12 insight. We're going to be buying a few pieces of armor from this well. So this well, you buy armor and stuff with your insight instead of blood echoes. So what I want is the Gascoigne's clothes. The Father Gascoigne that we defeated, his clothes going to be here, as well as Ashen Hunter garments. These are Jura's garments as well. We're going to be getting these later, but for now we want the Gascoigne's ones. That will leave us with 6 insight, so plenty insights to go. If you want, you can buy more healing items. The weapons that you get from the badges are going to be stored, available here, so you can just scroll and see what the weapons you have available. So, for example, we have rifle, spear, kirkhammer, threaded cane. This, and this are all starting weapons. These became available because of the badges that we have. Hunter's Torch, Repeating Pistol. These are all badge weapon rewards, as well as this one. So we got the Gascoigne's clothes. Let's go quickly to Cathedral Ward. Let's see if that old lady has anything to tell us. Maybe she has, maybe she doesn't. Remember, guys, if you're watching this, remember to eat, drink, remember to hydrate yourself. Don't forget. So once you're here, just go forward. And is there anyone on the left? Not yet. So there's nobody here. So we're going to be coming back here then later. But for now, since there's nobody here...
You. I know all your...
Tricks? What tricks? I don't do any tricks. You want to see a magic trick? fine. Look, now you see me, now you don't. Oof. And she was amazed. So, back to the old Yarnum. We're going to be using that shortcut that we just opened a moment ago, so we don't have to run through the whole old Yarnum again. We can just use the shortcut and use it to get quicker to the boss. And I totally forgot that I have so much blood echoes that I should probably level up a little bit. If you want to be on a safe side, just level up whenever you can, so in case you die, so you don't have to run all the way back and collect your echoes, especially if you die in a boss fight. Yeah, more health. More health is always good. How much do we need for the next one?
Welcome. Very well.
So we need 5,000. It says required 5,200. I don't know if we can get that much for now. Doubt it. That's 1,000. 1,000, not quite. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Kinshana. Back to the Bloodstar Beast. So run over here. Again, drop down from this balcony. Pick up the item if you haven't. More upgrade items. Drop down again. Again, on this small ledge that you see here, just walk, drop down again, and this is our shortcut that we opened a moment ago. Proceeding onwards, kill the enemy if you want, because why not? More blood echoes. And go right. There's going to be a few enemies here. One is behind this building, and one is going to be coming in front of us. This specific enemy, can do a frenzy attack. So your frenzy meter will be filling up. If it fills up, you're going to be losing almost all of your health instantly. There's going to be another one of those crystal lizard thingies. One item here. There. Mark. There's going to be a few enemies on left and right sides. And there's going to be also items here. So if you want, you can pick them up. This is a cooperation well. As long as you have even one insight, you can go here and ring the bell. This will summon an NPC to help you. Not a player, but an NPC. You can even get one for a Gascoigne fight. And you can get even one for Cleric Beast fight at the very beginning. So we can summon Alfred here. Just keep in mind that if you summon an additional aid, be it an NPC or a hunter, the game will consider it as a two-player co-op, which makes the enemy health bar a little bit bigger, so it will increase their HP as well. Nothing too crazy, but it will. Just so you know. but if that's okay, then it's good. Also, the NPCs are good distraction for the bosses, so you can use them as a like cannonballs, like you use them as a distraction for yourself to buy yourself time. The next boss will be using lots of poison, so we bought those Gascoigne clothes because it will give us slow poison resistance. As you can see, our slow poison resistance is currently 5, but if we equip Gascoigne cap, it will go to 17, 52, and 28. So in total, that's 161, which is super good. So in these terms, different clothes are good because they give you resistance to different ailments like frenzy, poison, and stuff like that. We also want to equip that fire paper that we got. The Bloodstarved Beast is weak to fire, and if you want, you can use the Purgent Blood Cocktail, mature blood cocktail thrown to attract beasts. In the first stage, you can throw this to attract that Bloodstarved Beast to a different location. So it's kind of a bait for it. Totally optional if you want, but it will help you in the first phase. I can actually demonstrate. So go ahead and equip it in your quick slot. Make sure you have selected it. Then just start running towards it. Alfred will follow. Just throw the cocktail, for example, like this, and it will run towards it. Equip the fire paper and try to stay on the side of the beast or behind. He has 2 phases and he will shoot poison at you, so be very careful not to get poisoned. Make sure you have your antidotes equipped and use them as soon as you get poisoned. You want to be as full health here as possible, because like I said, if you don't pay attention to your health bar and poison bar for that matter, you can get killed by poison. As you can see, I'm trying to stay behind him for as much as possible, just to make the fight a little bit easier for myself. If you run out of fire paper here, the first, like if it turns off like this, just do another one and then equip your antidotes immediately. So now he's throwing poison at us, now he's more aggressive. Just try to stay behind him or on the side, and we're already getting poisoned. So this is why we want to be really careful not to get poisoned. And as you can see, that Alfred NPC is a good distraction for us. Even though he died, we are already almost done. So he did a good job of keeping the beast out of our back. Heal with the antidote. Try not to get grabbed. He's down. To Tomato Chalice. So Tomato Chalice can give you access for the Chalice dungeons. You need this to gain access for those dungeons. Without this, you cannot enter them. So this is the first item that you need to get access for the chalices. More antidotes behind the altar. And that was the blood-starved beast. As you saw there, the poison can be really dangerous. So that's why we wanted poison resistance gear here. And the blood-starved beast is a mandatory boss fight. You need him in order to progress in the game. So if you haven't beaten him, you cannot progress. Moving on, back to the Hunter's Dream. If you have enough echoes, blood echoes, you can level up, repair your gear, do whatever you need, restock, and from this point on, you can go back to the Cathedral Ward. You can get more level, at least one level here.
Welcome. Very well.
We're missing 1,100.
Farewell, good hunter.
No, actually we don't. We have 1,100, just enough
Very well.
for another level. Yeah, let's go with strength again. Again, more damage is good.
Farewell, good hunter.
Now we're gonna go to the Cathedral Ward. So like I said, this is kind of a hub where the path splits up into a few directions. So the door that was locked, it will open once you defeat the blood-starved beast. Now that we have defeated it, now it's open. So this door was previously locked, and once you defeat blood-starved beast, this will open. Still nobody. That enemy over there is a kidnapper. He is a very dangerous enemy at this point of the game. He will probably one shot or two shot kill you, so be very careful with him. Do a power attack behind, and then do visceral attack from behind as well. This will defeat him. Yeah, but kidnappers are very dangerous enemies at this point. You do not want to mess with them. So, moving on. The door is now open after the blood-starved beast. From Software has this tendency to hide secret areas behind elevators. So, for example, if you go up an elevator and there might be a secret pad behind you, so if you go like this, then you know that, oh, the elevator stopped, oh, I will progress, without knowing that maybe there is something else. So this is the correct path to go, but because we know that there is a secret, we're gonna go down, we're gonna go up. So it's right in the middle of the elevator. As you saw, that's the elevator, that's the path up, and this is this like a secret area. There are a few of these, not many, but I think Dark Souls have more. Drop down here, pick up the item. This is our first rune. Like there is later a first rune, but this is your first if you know about the secret. Formless Odin. So runes are like, again, buffs for your character. This is a cosmetic item for the messengers. Messenger Urn Festival. We are now currently on top of the Cathedral Ward. So we're gonna go down. And we are back where we started. There's no other way from there. Unless you want to drop down back on the elevator here. There's gonna be a few enemies here. And one old dude on a wheelchair with the Gatling gun. So just run past. No. Right. Open the chest, get the item. Another rune. So this is your first rune that you get if you haven't got on the one on the secret area. There's gonna be 2 snipers up there on this other side. So there's one over there and the one over there. And they're gonna be shooting at us. There's gonna be more enemies inside here, right on the right side, left side. Defeat the enemies, and you can progress up on this tower. There's gonna be a Gatling gun dude here. He died on. There's also a boulder dude over there. I already died. Right, let's try this again. So call down the elevator. Again, dude with the Gatling gun is going to be on the right side, so just run to that chest and behind him, so he won't be able to attack you. So just run past here. Oh, he has our blood echoes. So again, when you die and enemy's eyes glow like that, that means he has your blood echoes. So you want to take him down either first or even the last. But as long as you take him down, you get your blood echoes back. Again, a gemstone for your weapon. So those are for weapon upgrades. Now there's gonna be one big dude on the left side, if I remember. Yep. Hello. I just get rid of him. Now for the 2 snipers, one with the rifle, and the other one is in the wheelchair. So these two were shooting at us earlier. Wait for him to shoot. He takes time to reload, so you have plenty of time to get rid of him. Oops. Sorry. Not. You can run around this place, but there's nothing here. So just climb up. This is the correct way to go anyway. You need to go this way in order to progress in the game. You can take the left path and go inside here. There's a dude with the wheelchair again. And there's another one over there. So you want to be mindful of those. This one has a flamethrower. And the next one as well. There's gonna be a hunter badge here. And I don't know if you saw, but in a hunter's dream there were weapons hanging from the ceiling. Same weapons as these. So there's a lore behind these. So there's maybe this place was the original hunter's workshop where they made weapons. This door is locked. This is completely optional area, and you can even miss it if you don't know how to get in and what kind of key you need. So it's a super optional area. That badge that we got from that chest over there, it gave us a new badge that we can buy a few great weapons with that badge. Nothing there, so going back down. Run down back the stairs. This time we're gonna be going down the tower. There's gonna be another one of those crystal lizard thingies. This next section is a platform section. Really annoying because you have to go down over all the way down there. There's a secret area here. I don't know if you can see, but there's a platform down on the right side where there are doors. And what you need to do is you need to roll into that wall and drop down there. That's the secret area. There's an item for the doll that you can give, but I'm not even gonna try to get there. I don't like it, I don't want to, and that's it. But you can get there. There's the door, and you can basically just roll there. So you need to go through these planks, drop down here. Again, this is cosmetic item for the messengers. That's the door. Yeah, once again, that's the secret area that you can get into by dropping down from, example, from that platform or that platform. You need to do a jump or a very good timed roll, but I'm not going to try to do it. Next, you need to drop down on this glowing item over there. And now you need to drop down on these planks over there. As you can see on the right side, there's a big, long stake of planks. You need to drop down on these ones. Like so. Then you can roll down from here. Drop down on this one. There's going to be an enemy on guarding that door. You can just walk up to him and do a power attack. You just walk, not too close, so about, there's a line here, so just a little bit after that line. If you don't defeat him like this, he can be a a little tough enemy at this point. He's jumpy and he does fireball attacks. And this is the way that you need to go. For the other side of that cathedral ward gate, it was locked. This is the other side of that place. There are more NPCs here if you want to talk to.
A night of curses. A night to remember. Wouldn't you say, friend?
Continuing it on left side, there's a few throws here. Or just casual clothes. Nothing special. There's gonna be another kidnapper here. That one, but we can leave him alone. We don't need to mess with him. You can kill those guys if you want. But you need to go left and up the elevator. This will take you behind the cathedral ward, behind the locked gate. And like this whole section that we went through is basically optional. You can skip that by buying an item from the shop. But it's up to you if you want, so just go ahead, pull the lever and the gate will open. Let's reload. There's a kidnapper again there. Because we visited the lamp, they have respawned everybody here. So we're gonna be getting rid of those. If you want, you can skip this section, and I can show you how to skip it. But again, it's up to you if it's worth or not to spend time and echoes on that item. You can skip the whole section that we just went through by buying an item from a shop over here. If you buy the Hunter's Chief emblem, you can, for 10,000 echoes, you can buy it and go to the gate that we just opened, and it will open the gate for you. That item will open the gate for you, taking you into the central square. But again, it's up to you if you want to spend 10,000 echoes on that or 10,000 echoes on your own levels. But since we already opened the gate from the other side, we don't need to buy that item anymore. So now we're gonna be going back where we just were. There's gonna be a few dudes with huge sights, but nothing to worry about. There's also gonna be one of those shackle dudes here walking down the stairs, so be mindful of him. Take care of this guy. He's walking down currently. Yep, we don't want to get into his way. We're gonna be taking care of these. There's a guy with a shotgun over there. Why he's so angry? I don't know. Take care of this dude, or otherwise he will shoot you with his shotgun. And now we can take care of this big guy here. Just make sure you have plenty of space to go either on his side or behind him. And you should be safe. Relatively, at least. And he's done. Continuing it on, there's gonna be a dog on the right side. You can take care of the dog. This ladder will take you up, but we're not gonna take it because we're gonna be coming down from there, so there's no point going up when we're gonna be circling around anyway. There's another item on the other side of the stairs, so more dew. Call blood. Open the gate. There's gonna be two huge dudes with the chains. One over there and one over there. Few hits, stop. Few hits, run around him for his back. Few hits in, stop. Few hits in, and done. As long as you keep upgrading your weapon, you should be fine. More madman's knowledge. That's a madman knowledge. That's a madman knowledge here. As well as this one. There's one more at least. Over there. Just hit him from the back if you don't want to be in the front. Just stay on his path and you should be, again, relatively safe. As you can see, he hit pretty slowly, so you have ample of time to dodge him. More items, more knowledge. And there's an item on the left side as well. And there's a guy with the flamethrower over there, along with a few crows. So be mindful. Pull the lever. Pull the lever, Kronk. And it was the right lever. This will take us back to the courtyard of the Cathedral Ward, where we first met this guy. So it will take us back over there. Just so you know where we are, that's why I'm showing. So continuing left, there's gonna be a dude with the flamethrower. The crows are over there, so you can take care of this dude. Another one over here with the lantern. There's gonna be an NPC that we are gonna save here as well. So here is another NPC that you can save. I believe it's this one.
Blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling. Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right? Might you know of a safe place? The night is long, and a
Yeah, so
very
this is another
long
NPC that you can save.
Please, there must be some nice place to run off to. Oh, thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
And we have saved another soul. This NPC you can also save, but there's a trick tied to this one. I'm not gonna tell what it is just yet, but let's just say that he is not good news if we decide to save him, at least for the chapel. Yeah, there's a dude firing over there. Just dodge. Yeah, I know, over there, there's gonna be a bunch of enemies here. So we want to be really careful not to get hit by many of them. Especially that we are being shot at as well. You probably can hear that strange noise. Yes, you exactly. I believe that enemy is called the Sucker, or something like that, and it's a funny name because he literally when he grabs you, he's gonna suck the life out of you. So yeah, there's that. So this is why we didn't go up the ladder. We're gonna be dropping down instead. This is again where we came from. This is where the dog was. And this is the square. We can take care of that enemy over there. But yeah, I can show you why he's called that. Because he's gonna grab you and he's gonna suck you out. Yep. Yeah, I think you had enough. And on top of that, these are really dangerous enemies. More upgrade items. So this is the area where you would come after you have progressed enough for the story. So this is not the next place where we go, but like after a one location, we're going to be going down there. So this is one path that you need to progress through the story, but not just yet. So once you have unlocked, no matter have you progressed through the old Yarnum or have you used the item to open the gates, your next enemy or boss will be a mandatory boss, Vicar Amelia. There's gonna be a few enemies here with the huge sticks, and they can be difficult to deal with because they inflict frenzy. Again, Frenzy, if it fills up, it will drain your health almost to nothing. So you don't want to get hit with Frenzy. That meter over there that is filling now, that's a Frenzy meter. There's one location over here where there are two of the old hunters, 2 or 3, can't remember. I wouldn't deal with them right now. I will be dealing them a little later, but this is the next mandatory section that you need to go if you want to progress through the story. Instead of going here, we are going to be tackling a optional area instead. So before going up, take the path to the left. This will take you to the woods and the place called Hemwick Channel Lane. And this is an optional area. This is completely optional. You don't have to go here, but I highly recommend that you do this. From here, you can get the rune device. So that will allow you to insert runes for your character and get bonuses and buffs. So I highly recommend you do this area. You can do this area either after the Vicar Amelia or you can do it now. Really doesn't matter. There are lots of snipers here. This whole section is almost one sniping section. There's one over there. There's 3 over there. There's 2 behind those woods. There's 1 in a way back there. So this is a very sniping heavy section. They all shoot at you. Also with demon dogs. Demon dogs are dangerous. Yeah. One over there. There should be one more over there. So yeah, everybody's shooting at you. Everybody's trying to kill you. One over here. One over there. Yeah, better just run past them. There's gonna be one more here. 2 dogs. Honestly, the snipers are more dangerous than the dogs, in my opinion. I would take out the snipers first before the dogs. So, this is Hemwick Channel Lane. There are crazy women here that are just singing and dancing and trying to kill you. So this area is completely optional. This is not mandatory. You can either go here or not to go. Doesn't matter, but we are gonna go anyway. There are lots of happy folks here. See? Just singing and dancing and running in circles. What could go wrong? Since we have so much blood echoes, 20,000, I figured it would be best to level up a little more. Upgrade weapons. When you upgrade weapon, it will also repair it automatically, so don't need to worry about that if you have already upgraded it. Yeah, sure, why not? Nothing else. Rise a few levels.
Welcome. What? Very well. Farewell, good hunter.
And we have a new
May you
tombstone
find your
open
worth.
for us. This will take us to the Hemwick Channel lane. So, Hemwick Channel lane. Happy, happy folks. See? Singing and dancing. And with knife. Crazy people. Ha ha ha. Exactly. Ha 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 ha. There's a one here, yes. This is a shortcut that you can open from the other side, from down there. But it will take you back up here if you want. Another NPC if you want to save him.
Graveyard murmurs, then it's almost time. Oh, did you hear the graveyard? Then it.
She didn't give us anything. So, moving on. There's gonna be lots of these crazy women with dogs throwing fire bottles and stuff at you, so... Good thing we leveled up a little bit more. There's one actually up there. She's gonna throw fire bottle at you, so be very mindful. There's gonna be a big boulder dude coming up ahead. And one with the Molotov is up there, so we're gonna be backing up a little. That gate is locked, but we're gonna be opening it later. It's another shortcut. Just don't get hit by fire bottles like this. There's gonna be an ambush the left side of this path. Like over there, there's an ambush there. I don't remember if there's an item here. Yes, there is. More upgrades. So there's gonna be a woman jumping out on the left side. A bunch of crows on the right side. This is the shortcut that will take you back up. You can unlock it, or back down, I mean. Yeah. This is where we came from, over there. And that shortcut will take us back here. If we happen to die, we can just take the elevator. There's gonna be an ambush on the right side, a big dude over there. And because there's a bridge, I really don't like to fighting him there. So we can either lure him or do a riposte attack. But we don't want him on this bridge. I think it's too dangerous. There's an item up there. We can get to the attic from here. There's gonna be a dog jumping at us. There's one of those crystal lizard thingies here as well. There's also one enemy, if I remember. Yes, over this one. More Madman knowledge. Where is it? Where is it? I think we've missed him. Well, there is a crystal lizard thingy somewhere around here. Probably just disappeared. There's gonna be an enemy here behind the corner with a hammer. So be very mindful not to fall down from the roof, because she can push you down. There's gonna be a bunch of enemies a little further ahead. Again, try to take like one at a time or two at a time, but not everybody. Will make your life harder. If you have, you can, for example, if you have Molotov cocktails, you can throw, lock on, and then just throw one or two. Then focus on the next one. Dog and another enemy. That enemy will throw fire bottles at you, but the tree will block it. So if you stay here, she shouldn't be able to reach you anyway, because the tree will block their attack. So don't worry. Be happy. There's an item here. There are a few enemies down there, and that's where we're going. And there's one enemy behind this corner as well.
Die! Die!
No, you die. Wow, she really likes to throw in Molotovs. You can go on the left side. Just let them pass and go on the left side and open the shortcut. Opening the shortcut, I think, is better than taking the enemies on. This will ensure that if, when and if you die, you have a shortcut open. So this is that gate that was locked. Instead of going all the way around there, you can just run straight from there through here. And this is better. So now even if you die, you have this one open. So in my opinion, I would always open the shortcut first before taking an enemy, if there is an option like that. Get rid of that. He's down. Next one is this one. There's one enemy over there with dogs, and she also throws fire bottles at you, so everybody are throwing fire bottles here. This is one of the runes. You can pick it up. Just be careful not to fall down from the bridge. Called the lake rune. Like so. Over there is the Canehurst Castle. So that way over there is a Canehurst Castle. We're going to be going there, but later. And Canehurst Castle is an optional area as well. Remember this place, this obelisk here. Remember it. We're going to be coming back here. There's going to be one big dude on the red side, right side as well, and 3 ladies coming from there. So you have to make a choice whoever you tackle first. Take the item, and again we are. Oh, you just. Oh, so you all decided to drop down here. Well, come in with the hammer. Now you're dead with the hammer. Fire bottles, and we have a next boss coming up. There's gonna be a crystal lizard here dropping down from the ceiling. There. Here. That's one madman's knowledge. I suggest you save it for now. So make sure you have at least one of Madman's knowledge at this point. If you have, good. Next boss can be tricky, or it can be super, super easy. So the idea of the boss is that there are 2 witches here, and you have to kill them both, preferably almost at the same time. If you don't, after some time, the other one who is left standing gonna be reviving the other one dead. So they're gonna keep reviving each other over and over. So that's why you want to take them down as quickly as possible at the same time. It's not possible like immediately at the same time unless there's 2 players, but you can do it pretty quickly. And there's a trick to this boss fight. One is that they are invisible. Both of them are invisible, and they become visible once you reach them. And the other one is that they're going to summon assistance to this fight, shadows or something like that. So once you enter here, you're going to be seeing a health bar. That's the shadow that they summon. He's not going to run towards you. He's going to walk around the arena. So just keep walking, searching for the witch. You're going to see 1 health bar, but there's another one here as well. And you don't know where she is. You just have to keep searching the corners. She can be under that one. She can be here. She can be on top of this platform. So you kind of have to search for her. And once you're close enough, she will be visible like this. So keep hitting her. Try to get her health as low as possible. Now there's another witch here as well. But again, we don't know where she is, so we just have to search for her. Is this it? Yes, because her health bar does not move. This is the other witch. Now, here's the trick. In order to make this fight even easier, in order for you to... If you don't want these guys around, you can do something like this. So, let's see if this works. We're going to be opening our Vault Hunter mark. We're going to be using it. We're going to be teleporting out of here. Because we already saw the boss, the both of them, we already gained insight from that fight. We're going to be teleporting to Hunter's Dream. And at this point it's good to level up again. Just in case you happen to die or something else happens or whatever. Yeah, more health and more damage is always good. We have just enough blood echoes, yeah. We have 7 insights. And what we want to do is, we want to spend all of them. No matter where or what you buy. I'm going to be buying this. Yeah, let's buy all of the Juras clothes. We have 1 insight left. We're going to buying a fire paper. So now all of our insight is gone, meaning the doll, she's still awake, but if we were to go back to the Hunter's Dream as is with the 0 insight, she's going to be sleeping, right? Because we don't see things as they are. Now, because of that, because we have 0 insight, we're going to be running straight to the boss. We can just run past this, no need to worry about this. Just make sure you're not gonna get hit. Like this. Heal it. So they're not gonna let us run straight past them. Angry, angry, angry women. Let's try this again. As I was saying, run straight past them. Hopefully. No, please. No autographs. Fine. There's our blood echoes back, only 2,000. Good thing we spend most of them, so we, even if we had died the second time, we didn't have much to lose. This is the shortcut that we opened. Just run straight past through here. Make sure you still have 0 insight at this point. And make sure you have Madman's knowledges in the inventory with you. Heal up. And go through the boss room. Now, with 0 insight, what it does is they won't summon the shadows, making this arena completely empty. You have only the witches to worry about, nothing else. As long as you have 0 insight here, you don't have to worry about anything. You can just run around and search for the witches. That's it. That's how easy this is. Because you don't have the insight, you can't see them. And even with the shadows, this fight is pretty simple. You just have to find both of the witches and kill them. That's it. But if you want to make this super easy, just make sure you have 0 insight at this moment after the first encounter, when you have saw them first. Then teleport back to the lantern. And yeah, that's it. The first witch is at almost dead state, so I'm gonna be searching for the second one. I want to deplete their health bar as equally as possible. Reason being, because if they gonna be waking up each other, they're gonna be dying almost at the same time. So this one, and her health bar should be coming up soon enough after this. No, she dead, so now we have to find the first one before the first one resurrects the second one. So there she is. They can do the binding spell like that. And there you are, and she's dead as well. And that's it. That's the fight. And you get even 2 insights after this one. This is super easy fight. Nothing difficult about this. Even more easier if you have 0 insight. Probably one of the most easiest fight in the whole BloodBorne Soul series. If somebody knows more easier fight than this, please let me know, because I'm curious to know, is there easier fight than this, a boss fight than this? So this was Hemwick Channel Lane. This was completely optional. We got the rune tool from there. That will allow us to insert the runes. So teleport back to the Hunter's Dream. And we have even 14,000 echoes. So this table allows us now to insert the runes. And we have 4 slots. So 1, 2, 3, and the oath memory slot is for example, if you have cooperation or something like that. Those are this slot is for that. But for now, we can get, for example, physical damage reduction plus 3%, bullets up to 4 plus 4, and max health vials plus 1. So equip that in slot 1, in slot 2 the bullets, and in slot 3 the damage reduction. So these are all passive buffs for you. Very useful. Do we have anything new here? Nope, nothing. Can we upgrade? Yes, we can. Always try to upgrade a weapon whenever possible. Always try to do it. And I think that's about does it for today and for tonight. Thanks for everyone who watched. This is the second part 1 from the first video because my PS5 crashed, so I'm sorry that first video ended so suddenly, but yeah, my PS5 decided to crash because of the sad story of a girl. I'm probably going to be doing the next episode tomorrow around the same time as today, so that will be 11:30 around that time. So if you want, feel free and join to watch. I'm going to be tackling the Vicar Amelia, the mandatory boss, and progressing from there. But for now, thanks for everyone who watched, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.